I guess we're doing pond work this week.
We're doing
because
pond work.
just like I told you, a pond is just one more project of things to do. Doing some maintenance today, and we've got my beautiful pond here, but we've put grass carp in here to take care of all this vegetation I've got in here. So I want to have something cover-wise for my fish, especially my little bluegill and the fish for the bass to feed on. So what we've done, I had a dead cedar tree up here in the woods, and a dead cedar is perfect for brush. So I've cut the thing into 4 pieces here, and we've gotten some rocks. We got plenty of rocks out here, so we're gonna tie this thing up, sink it in the pond, and hopefully have some good fish structure for many years to come. So let's hop on board our beautiful dock/boat here. I've got one of my push poles and another pole, and we just kind of push pole around, and we're gonna get these cedar trees out here kind of in the center of the pond, the deeper part of the pond. That way these fish will have plenty of cover to get them throughout the winter, and hopefully have a great fishing pond next year.
All right, let's see what we got. So you just chopped down this cedar tree today, right? It was
It's a dead one. You
dead.
don't want to use live
Don't
ones.
use a live one. Use dead.
A pond is just one more project of things to do.
I think he just likes to have a lot of projects. I think he likes to
I
be
do.
busy.
I-
He does.
yes,
See, Michaela even
yes,
agreed.
I do.
So-
I don't mind the projects.
Right.
I don't know necessarily what I'm doing, but I just kind of wing it and
That's what we
learn.
do. We wing
Yes,
it.
yes, exactly.
So Brent went to put out some brush piles because we put in grass carp. Well, first of all, when we first bought this place, the pond was completely overgrown.
Once you have a pond established, it's way more expensive to clean out a pond than it is to build a pond. So ideally, we should have just built a pond, especially when we built this
Probably.
house. We could have probably built a pond cheaper because we had to have dirt brought in for our house. We could have used, so we could have built our own pond cheaper than having this pond.
Right.
But regardless, we have this pond now, so you know, I want to make it the best pond we can possibly have. You know, have some fish in it. We've had some fun, but that means it's a lot to take care of.
Right. So this week, Brent wanted to put out some brush piles, and well, not wanted to, but he's putting out some.
I wanted to make some PVC structures, but that just hasn't happened yet. That's going to be
It's on the
probably
list.
another list of things to do. Just like I tell my dad, who always has these ideas, and you, of things that we need to do around here. I said, well, we'll put it on the list. You can only do so
many
much stuff.
things,
But
right.
instead of building PVC structures, we had this nice dead cedar tree, and I was able to cut it in 4 pieces and put it in our pond. Now, the scary part is, you know, we went from having an extremely wet year all the way up until I planted my food plots to having no rain. Got my food plots in the ground, and we've literally went to a super dry fall, and our pond is losing water very, very fast, and apparently Mitzi wants to be on camera too. It's a tiny pond.
It's a tiny pond.
Not really big enough for a boat yet. Maybe we'll get the right kind of boat to have in here. A nice little pontoon boat, but there's really no need to have a boat because you can cast across the pond. It's just you need some way to move stuff around when you need to, and the dock actually works pretty well for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look pretty, but
Well, and
it
it's
gets
big
the
enough.
job done.
It's big enough to pull around these big trees with. So you have to have something that has a little bit of
Right.
space. All right, let's see what we got. So you just chopped down this cedar tree today, right? It was a dead.
It's a dead one. You
Dead.
don't want to use live
Don't
ones.
use a live one. Use
So,
dead.
Mason, so let's just set this up on this corner. Sweetie, if you're getting in, you need to probably get in now. It's going to get really muddy. Well, I don't know why you don't have your mud boots on here. You'd think you'd learn by now to have mud boots on.
I know.
You live on a farm now, so step there, Mason. Give your mother a hand.
Hold my phone.
1, 2, 3. So let's just set that right there. All right, Mace, go to the back and kind of push off. And kind of push us towards our dock, I guess. So we're getting the boat position. So needless to say, I need a GARMIN trolling motor on this dock so we can move around. But we're doing it the old-fashioned way.
So
That smells so good.
don't drop it.
Come on, tough guy.
The stupid thing keeps sinking into the boat, so I can't move it.
I know, you almost need 2 people. I love clothes hanger cord for brush piles. You know why? Because it doesn't get hung up. Your baits don't get hung up in it nearly as bad.
So
Plus, it's very cheap.
So you prefer using plastic coated clothes wire instead of something because it doesn't snag your hooks?
Yeah, you don't want to use rope because rope will deteriorate, and this is definitely the way to go. Come on, what are you doing here? You're like spinning us around.
I know that's what I'm doing here. We're getting so much drag from the tree. All the slime in it.
It's like we're on one of those little Italian gazebo, what do they call those little boats?
I don't know.
Not gazebo.
Yeah, so sweetheart, if you ever want a romantic night and I'll row you around, I'll bring you out here to the pond and...
Hey, right now with the weather being nice, you could push me around this pond if I could sit in a little hammock on here. There's a little chair.
Oh, this is definitely the heaviest of them, so we want to put 2 of these dudes on here.
Does anybody notice how awesome he's dressed? He's so fancy.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
This is my work clothes.
These are his farm fit
You guys,
clothes.
when you see me working at the farms, this is my outfit.
Yeah, plan on seeing this one a lot. This is...
My pair of my old hook fishing pants that have had a little bit too much fish slime on them, and one of my hook shirts that eventually they become work shirts.
Yeah.
So see, we got it. Now we just got to get it. Where are we at? Ooh, right here.
Just kick it off.
So we're close. How deep are we here?
Not.
We're not. So can you push us out that way then?
This is the deepest part of the pond. It's right 5.5 foot.
Here we go.
So here goes the first one. Watch our aerator though.
So,
I wonder if it's on the bottom.
it is on the
I think
bottom.
it is. I
Can
think
you
it's just
push us?
that.
So I'm actually going to build some PVC structures. That's on my list of things to do. I just haven't got around to it yet. So the cedar tree, I saw the opportunity and it was fairly easy, and so we're going to put a couple of these out here just to create some habitat for the fish to get them through the winter.
So if it's that shallow, do you need to tie the rocks in the center of that then?
No, I don't want it to lay sideways. I want it to lay.
Oh, well that's going to be way out of the water then, yeah.
So keep pushing us. There is one thing, when it's your pond, you can kind of do what you want. So if it's too tall, I'll just bring the chainsaw out and we'll just cut the top off.
There you go.
Or when the pond freezes, we'll just come out and cut it off right at the eye. The thing is, I wanted some brush in the pond in some key strategic places. When we had this pond early, was it this year or last year? It's been a blur. I guess it was this year.
I don't
The
know.
pond was choked out with coontail. So I had to treat it with some chemicals just to knock it back and kill it off. Well, it just keeps coming back. So I put, last fall, I put some grass carp in here.
Yep.
And the grass carp, you know, I kind of look at them like sheep or cattle in a field. The grass carp really aren't doing their job like I'd hoped. They're doing it some, but they, you know, in the wintertime, typically your vegetation is going to die off. So I've got all these little bluegill in here, but I don't want all their cover to go away and then
Right.
not have anywhere for the little fish to go. So putting these brush piles is really crucial for giving the little fish somewhere to hide, and even the bass somewhere to hide as well. So
And the pond's a little lower than we thought because it's just been a weird season, and
It'll
we're just
come
not-
up again.
So it's
So
a little bit low, so the brush is kind of sticking up, but that's all right. He'll fix that. So now that we have all the brush piles out, Brent and Mason are leaving to go to the FLW Toyota Series Championship. So it's going to be, Brent is going to be kind of like the caddy.
I'm not fishing there. This is really weird. I'm going along as the support crew.
He's support.
Mason's done that enough for me, and you know, Bobby wishes she should come, but I'm going to go be there as support. But Mason, my son, Ron, my dad, and then Ryder, Mason's fishing partner, they all made the championship, so it's really exciting. A lot of my fellow competitors are going to be fishing there this week, so it'll be fun. The good thing is, I'm not fishing this week because winter is showing up for this event. I think on his practice day, the high is 33 degrees.
It's going to be miserable.
I think the first day of competition is going to be in the 20s and lows in the 20s with highs right around 39, 40 degrees. So if I'm going to set one out, this would be a good one. So
there we go.
What, you wanted to be on camera, huh?
Yes, she just wanted to be picked up.
So yes, I'm going to be gone off to Kentucky this week, and yeah, you think she wants to be on camera. Really, I've got my sandwich sitting over here. That's all Mitzi cares about. She cares about food, and you can't see my Chick-fil-A sandwich here, but Mitzi knows.
I thought she was barking because she wanted to hang out with us.
No,
I forgot there was a sandwich.
Yes, there's a sandwich there. So
anyway,
should be fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed the brush piles. Next week, Brent is going to be filming all by himself.
That should be interesting.
So, because I'm not going to be going with them, and I really, he's supposed to be in charge of filming the guys, 4 bachelors in their little rental house. We will see you guys next week. Have a great week, and we will catch up with you guys soon.
See ya.